Ain't nobody out here claiming perfection. I'm saying, and all I'm really saying is if we want to see something better, we got to try to be something better. Okay, can you go back to the Sylvia Nunn Angels? Okay.
All right, so we also collabing with Sylvia Nunn Angels, which is Cynthia Nunn. She's been giving back to the community for over 15 years. It's only right for us to collab, being from the same neighborhood, same community, and we're stronger together, I know a lot of people saying that, they possibly can do things like what we're doing on their own, but when you're trying to reach the masses, you need a team.
Yeah.
So we're collabing with Against All Odds, collabing with Sylvia Nunn Angels, and we're collabing with anybody has the same vision as us, So, and the kids can expect from us, giving them, teaching them leadership, teaching them how to work together, and also we're developing lifelong friendships. I still talk to the kids, guys that I was playing basketball with in high school. So. We're just developing a great program, man, and the kids is our focal point.
That's fire. What is it that you would like for the community to do to help support, and what kind of support could you use in general, as far as whatever it is? If you had a wish list, what do that look like?
It really comes down to funding. Me, my bro, my wife, my mom, my mother-in-law, Cent, we've been coming out of pocket. We feed these kids every Saturday. We pay for the equipment out of pocket. So it'd be like just really coming down to funding. Funding is the big kind of like the sleeping dragon right now. Like we just waiting for something to fall, and once we fall, these kids is going to receive unlimited resources. So if I had really a wish list, it'd just be the community just coming together, man, for these kids. These adults have their mind made up. I understand a lot of people trying to do things for these adults, and that's cool, but we want to fight for the next generation. They have the power to change a lot. We've done it. We did what we did, and we have our past. But knowing our past and knowing how hard it is to come up in Compton, California, we should all be focused on the kids.
So up to this point, you rounded up dozens of kids from the community. You have built a team to support these kids, and whether it's mentoring, sports, just being great examples. You provide them with structure. You provide them with healthy activities. I believe you got a bus already?
We have a 12-passenger van.
You already got you a van.
Yeah.
So there are tremendous steps that have already been taken in building this organization to benefit our city, our youth, our kids. I think the least people can do is, support it. What's your website? What's your Instagram? How can people connect? How can people support?
They can go to l7.org. We have our website up. We have the donating instructions on there. We also have our Instagram is L7 Angels, which is our name of our team. Our sports program is L7 Angels. They can reach us there, and Zelle, Cash App, and there's other ways to support, man. We need parents to get involved. We need the community to get involved. We need, it's not all about money. If you could just dedicate your time, just come out, donating food, shoes, clothes, or whatever you can do for the program is highly appreciated. But once you say support, a lot of people look at it as financing and funding and all that. But it only takes is 10 minutes, 15 minutes to pop your head in, talk to the kids, give out, some great advice or whatever it is, we can use it.
So one last thing I wanted to find out, because obviously you're doing a lot. Obviously you brought a lot to the table, so there's a lot of sacrifices being made. You mentioned something about some kind of sports league or doing basketball throughout other parks, or like a competitive basketball camp through in Compton or a league in Compton. Mm-hmm. How did that look, and what do it take to put that together so that those other organizations that's out there with basketball teams here in Compton can get involved and we can make these connections?
Well, I've heard that Gangster, well, I don't know what he go by.
Fred Staff, yeah. Gangster, you know who you're talking about.
But he has a team that he's putting together, man, and we'd love to catch that fade, you know what I mean? We calling out all fades. I mean, being where he's from and where I grew up at, I mean, possibly could bring some type of, unity, some type of build a bridge, communication or whatever. But we'd love to go to Wilson, Kelly, Gonzalez, any parks, any recreation where they have any type of sports, we'll put it together. If it's a baseball league, we'll put it together. Come out. We need this. We need to have some type of dialogue between communities, Crip, Blood, Hispanic, whatever it is. It's the only way that we're gonna bring the community together. And if we start with the kids, we have no choice. You gotta respect it. You know what I mean? You gotta respect it.
If dudes could get together to go motorcycle or get on their Harleys or go low riding, you definitely can get together on behalf of our youth, So,
and not to cut you off, another thing too, bro. We got guys that's in the community. They making money off the community. Not saying how they doing it, but why not put the money back into the community? You saying you from this neighborhood, you saying you from wherever you from, that's your home. You banged it, you know what I mean? Why not put money back into the community to do something great? You know what I mean? I look at it like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't respect you, but the respect goes so far because you keep on, this mine. Then what are you doing for the community? What are you doing to bring the community back? What are you doing for these kids? You know what I mean? If you're teaching these kids that it's okay to pick up a gun and go shoot this other black man, you know what I mean? And you tearing your community down, other than building it up.
Now, you will be definitely going out on a limb, and I'm with you on that limb, bro, on everything. That's what I stand on. But, stand on that, you're gonna find yourself standing with only a few of us. However, I feel the same way, and that's a whole nother kind of podcast, but the truth be told, if we could tear it down, because that's what we did, you feel me? We inherited it, and we carried it, but you don't have to pass it down, and what you're saying, I agree with 1,000%. If you could bleed the block, because somebody's mama is being impacted by what you're pushing, somebody's daddy being impacted by what you're pushing. But then when you look at the kid and not willing to, help, let's say, sponsor the tennis shoes or sponsor something, it's all yours. It's all money in, no money back out. Mm-hmm. So that's really what I push. But I push it because of my own. A nigga just feel bad. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. I know I fucked up, and then you look at your situation, and you looked at I live in Lakewood now. You feel me? And I grew up in my section all my life. But I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of here. You feel me? Not like that, but I couldn't.
I live in Riverside. You're in Compton, but you moved to Riverside. That's me.
And it's not because it's not bad for as the houses are nice, you feel me? But the area, I don't want my kids being raised there. I don't even let my kids go visit my mother. I still have houses over there. When they go, I go with them. We get them in, visit, we get them out. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate, but I know I'm not the only one to think like this, because this project, we worked with people from every section in Compton, every hood, and everybody felt the same way. You love your section, but we always look at our section as an area, you know what I'm saying? But really the section is your people, And that's where I think we start fucking up with how we get to the point with all these gang wars. Because yeah, we can't act like things didn't happen, people didn't die, people didn't get stretched out. But when all the dust has settled, what do you have left? If you ride through Compton, Rosecrans, Compton Boulevard, Alondra to Greenleaf, the demographics have changed from 85% of us to maybe, if we lucky, 20% of us. I was amazed when I seen how many kids you had, bro. Where the fuck did you find it? Because I was thinking in my mind, everybody got up out of here. You know, I go by these elementary schools, middle schools, and I used to work for the County Office of Education. So I would be at these schools 10, 15 years ago. 10, 15 years ago, you could see how it was gonna start looking, because them elementary schools would tell the tale. When them elementary schools was mostly Hispanic, you already knew what was happening in 10 years at Dominguez, Centennial, and Compton. So, you know, I used to run with a lot of like the names in Compton, and seeing how everybody that got some money got the fuck home soon as you can. Now that don't mean you might still have a spot in the city or houses or whatever you got, but that ain't where you want to sleep. That's something that we don't really take the time to really address because it become normalized. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, I made it out. We don't even think about it. I made it out. But there's so many of us that's stuck. When they come home from the pen, nowhere to go, nowhere to shit, shower, and shave, no house to go lay up at. It used to be a time when everybody had, you know, a hood house. Yeah. You know, the good part about that is you could come home to something. You know, somebody's mama, grandmama. It was homies in the neighborhoods. But the only part bad about that was other niggas knew where your hood house was, so it was times when you're gonna have to deal with that. But now what we up against, people coming home to nothing. No resources. Homies is kind of scattered, you know, struggling, trying to get on their feet, whether it's alcoholism, drug issues, or just being broke, because it's hard out here. It's hard as fuck. And you get all of these different pockets of opportunities, but they don't really touch us the way we needed them to be touched. So the reason that we doing what we're doing as far as trying to really pull together organizations is because we are scattered, bro. I talk to a lot of different, and there's some I'm just finding out about more. And they helping our kids, they loving our kids, they counseling our single mothers, they providing services for women that have lost their kids to gunfire. It's a lot of broken pieces in our community, but we don't address it because we all still fucked up trying to figure out our own shit. But I figured if we could pull together resources or put what y'all doing out there, maybe somebody that could make a call, you know, hey, look, drop this off over there, Looters, or anything, because there's people from our city that can make calls, bro, and change lives. But it falls back on being divided, huh? When you divided, the information is sporadic, it's broken, and that's really what we want to do. Be like like help put everybody out there as best we can.
Be the glue.
Be the glue, homie. And you know, I catch it because where I'm from, everybody like, man, you really fucking with the Tanners, or you really fucking with, because I be over there I be with everybody. It don't matter, but I always been how I am. Because when you in the streets, if you want to eat, bro, money green, you feel me? All that burgundy, blue, I don't care. Like, what we own is what we own. Yeah. Now, if there's some smoke, then I got to stand on where I'm from, because that's what it was. But look at what we got now. Look at y'all park. Y'all park was a shining star. Campanella Park was a shining star. You know, far as have shit going on. A gym. Nigga, like, niggas got basketball courts with broken rims. Y'all had a gym. Pool. You know, only the Pyrus had gyms with pools and gyms. You know what I'm saying? But we have to nurture that. We got to fight for that. Because I guarantee you in 5 years, if you ain't standing tall how you are now, this part gonna be say habla español. Nothing's wrong with it.
You can see behind we got things falling down. Yeah. And this gym is named after a millionaire, you know. And I'm praying that he'll see this video or we tag him. I mean, I know he's a busy man, but you know, I'm not gonna put the blame on nobody. But I mean, it take a couple of dollars to come back and just look out, man. You know what I mean? Do something for the community. This is what our kids is playing on. We got leaks in the ceiling. you know, we got things that's falling off, you know, but we here and we gonna make it do what it do. I remember back in the day when we used to nail the crate to the to a piece of wood.
The rim go.
Or you put the rim tire.
Yep.
The rim
Lock
tire.
him up, yep.
And you know what I mean? You out there doing your thing. So we ain't gonna stop the motion. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna stop the motion, man. My boy just put in.
You want to get in? You want to get him in?
Yeah.
Because I could. Come on, you can take this seat, big dog.
There your ugly ass up.
That's the gentleman that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of the coaches with my bro. I actually want to highlight some of the things that they have coming up for the kids too.
So is he he have another organization too, or?
No, he's part of our organization.
To my right hand, right here. Keelan.
If you look him up, he's been with all the NBA players that's been coming out, talking to the kids. It's because of him.
Oh, that's
you know,
bomb.
He's to play with Tyson Chandler and all of them. You know what I mean?
Okay,
He'd like to say they used to play with him.
So you know Bobby and all them.
Bobby O'Brien?
Bobby Jones.
Oh, Bobby, yeah, he played with me too.
He played with you. So what grade? You came out of Dominions?
Yeah.
What year?
01 was my graduation year.
Oh yeah. So Tyshawn,
was
Tommy.
No.
I mean, well, not Tommy, his brother.
Jason Thomas.
Jason.
Tayshawn was there my freshman year when me and Tyson came in.
Okay.
So Bobby Jones and them came after. They came my sophomore year. My junior year, they was freshmen.
Okay.
Him, Darius Sanders,
Okay.
all them dudes.
What's his name? Played for Sherman.
Sherman Gay.
Nah, played football.
Played football.
Richard Sherman.
Richard
Sherman.
Sherman. So
Yeah.
you was there with him.
No, they younger than me. So right when we left, they came.
Okay.
Him, Jerron Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
They played for the Seahawks too. Oh yeah, they right after us.
So you from over here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's bomb.
It's crazy because I've been knowing him since middle school, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was balling. I mean, like, he was number one in the nation at that time. You know, pulling up in a Mustang with the drop top. So, you know, my path of being, you know, we just separated. And I'm on the block. I see him coming. Bro, what you doing over here? Oh, I'm from how the hell that happened? And that's what took his lifestyle or his career on a different path, you know. So we working at getting that back together though. You know what I mean? Getting it back together. We got a documentary that we shooting. That we shooting on them. On you know, and my brother's gonna be part of it.
What's the name of it? Do you want to put it out there or not yet?
We haven't really came with a name for it yet, but we in work, so we just wanted to all be tight and right. Whatever, you know, when you hear it, you know it's just what it is. You know, so we that's so to say still up in the air for the title.
I'm pitching for Wheel of Fortune, the Will, W-I-L-L.
I do
Wheel
like
of
that.
Oh,
Fortune.
that's big.
I do like that.
His last name is Fortune.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, bro. The world want to know what's going on in Compton. The world want to know what's going on in Compton. It's like we are undiscovered eclipse to ourselves, but we eclipse the world.
Right.
Feel me? Because we here, we in it to win it, trying to get up out of here, like I said earlier. But the world, bro, you got kids in Germany Googling what's going on in Compton, YouTubing what's going on in Compton.
For sure.
You know, not that they're ever looking to touch the soil, but because I guess the unbreakable spirit that we produce, you know, and then we know what we dodging around this motherfucker.
Right.
We know what it is.
And the talent that comes out of it.
And then the talent,
Talent.
you know. Y'all ever been to that spot on Compton Boulevard? It's like a organic food spot.
Yeah,
Just
he just
took
took
him.
me.
I just
Bro,
took
with
him.
all of them murals
paintings
of
and
everybody
stuff.
that's
Yes.
out of the city.
Yes.
It's called Planet Health.
Planet Health or
yeah,
something.
something like that.
Something
Planet
like
Health.
The owner died
Yeah, just
coming from
passed
Vegas
away.
recently.
That's the place with the shoes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, bro. He really hit the mark with those murals. Like
He did.
That's a fly spot.
It
Fly.
is. It is.
Fly spot.
Brother owned it.
Dope.
Brother owned
Dope.
it.
We went by there.
We actually had something cooking with him as far as with the kids because he extended his hand and said that anything for the community, for the kids, we can do something.
Really?
So we already had meetings set up, and unfortunately he passed away.
Damn, man.
Unfortunately.
So okay, look. So as far as the guys had mentioned what they bring to the table, and I know you said you kind of got a little bit of some star power connection.
I mean,
But what
yeah.
else you bringing to the table, black man?
Knowledge of the game.
That's
for these
right.
kids.
That's right.
Man, I think that I'm the perfect person to guide the kid that was like me. Very talented, got everything just outside the lines, ain't structured. So, grab that kid and not necessarily put him up under your wing, but you tell him the story, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get there, you know what I mean? I was at the finish line, but I didn't cross it just because of outside the line things, you know what I mean? And what I tell the kids now, do you wanna live, have fun for the next 5 to 6 years and sacrifice the next 30? Or are you gonna sacrifice these 5 or 6 years and live the next 30?
Oh, that's all.
You know what I mean? It's like right now I've been sacrificing of not producing up to my talent or what I was supposed to be or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm in it for, really, to just get that one kid that got that talent and, can change his family life. Because really, that basketball can really change your life.
What is it that made you decide that I'm gonna get back in here and give to my community? Regardless of what your past might have been, you made some mistakes or some choice. Okay.
My son is like, I wake up every day, look at him just like, man, I gotta find a path for him. I gotta show him something, you know what I mean? Can't just have him looking at me and working 9 to 5s and he think, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Right.
But I don't think that's his path, and I don't want that to be his path. I know that, but if that is and what he chooses, what he wants to do, then, cool. But I'm trying to put up other opportunities in front of him for his basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. As long as he wants to do it and he love it, cool. But that's the reason why I got into it, starting with my son. And then I know I got a lot to give back to the community. My story is one of a kind, you know what I mean? And just like I tell them, if I could just get that one kid to listen to me, I did my job. And then with that being said, I try to bring in my friends, these dudes that they play with on the video games, keep them interested of coming to the gym, you know what I mean? Keeps them, I could throw this out there now, Barron just texted me, he wanted me to bring the whole group to his compound Saturday, parents and all. Stuff like that.
That's big, man.
Stuff like that. I just got the text right before I walked in here. Barron told me he wanted me to bring the whole gang to the compound. Feel me? Bring them to the compound. We can get some light drills in. So, stuff like that, man.
This is a major puzzle that I'm just really paying attention. You don't get $200 million. Yeah, bring all the kids over here to my compound. I'm gonna run them through some drills, hang out with them, just for them to touch them and rub them. You know what I mean? It's a big difference than sitting in your room playing a video game with him. Yeah. Now you can pick his brain. That's something that we give these kids that other programs they can't, because they don't have the resources to touch them dudes like that. That's an experience that they will never forget.
Never.
What did I tell you before you walked in? We got too much within our team, not even including nothing outside, and he just came to the table with something huge that we didn't even know about.
This just happened.
You know what I mean? Like, it just goes to show you that, like I said, like, what we're trying to do, there's no reason why we can't get where we want to go. Like, put our heads together, put our team together, and then use our outside resources to get us to that next level. Like, you know what I mean? Because we could get to where we got to go, but like they say, we can't do it by ourselves, and nobody has done anything or been successful by themselves. I don't care how many people say they self-made, man-made. Everybody needed a helping hand to open one door, or even crack it open a little bit for you to try to step through. Like, you need a helping hand to get you there. And if you're doing the right thing and people see that,